Bonnie did a wonderful job of telling you about Skype. And Skype is a great program. We're going to switch directions a little bit because Skype gives you both voice and picture if you have a webcam or some type of video device. We're going now to an area just for telephone calls. And the big difference between Skype and Google Voice is in North America, that's both the 50 states and Canada, a Google Voice account will allow you to make unlimited phone calls free. But that's just landline calls. In other words, it doesn't have picture with it. So if you want to call somebody and talk for 2 hours and you can live without seeing their face, maybe pull up a photo of them, this is for you. If you want to see their face and their interactions, you need to put Skype on your computer. So, in order to get Google Voice, you need a Google account. Barry has begged you, he has commanded you, and he's pleaded with you to get a Google account. And some of you have given in and done that, and others are still resistant. But anyway, go to the next slide if you would please, Barry. Here's some of the benefits of a Google account and then choosing the Google Voice option to add to your Google account, which is free. Number one up there, what do I mean by local even when you're not? You have two choices. You can choose a Google telephone number, free, and that number can be in virtually any area code in the USA. So why would that benefit me? Let's just say that you've got a lot of family in New York City. It would benefit you by choosing a 212 area code phone number free from Google, and that would become your Google Voice phone number. So your family, when they called you from New York, even though you're in Florida, they would dial that 212 area code number, and through the internet, your phone rings in Florida, and they don't pay for the call. Because to them, a 212 is a local call, and you pay nothing for that. And the same could be true if you're in Los Angeles. You could get a 516 area code number, so or 301, whatever it might be. Now, not because of the popularity of this, not every area code has a free number available. Most of them still do. Okay, so with that said, second free phone number for life, costs you nothing. Easy voice conferencing, you can put 2 or 3 people on the line, talk at the same time. Well, not at the same time. Nobody will understand anybody. But anyway, a conference call. And as I said, Canada and the 50 states are free, including the Virgin Islands. International calls will cost you money. We'll have a little chart in a minute. But for instance, I've got some dear friends in Los Angeles. They're from the Netherlands. They spend 20 hours a week on the phone to the Netherlands. To the Netherlands, I happen to know, it's 2 cents a minute. So that's a very cheap phone call. And your text messages, if you use your Google Voice number, they're free. And you can put a customized greeting in. So when that phone rings, and it also has a voicemail box. It'll collect your calls. You can go over and check your voicemail box for your call. You can do call screening, like if you have somebody that you don't want in your life anymore and you know their phone number, you put it in and they can't call you. And that could be a benefit, but we won't tarry on that.
Well,
subject.
I should also mention that on Skype you can also block callers. We didn't
Well,
mention
no, Barry. You can't bring up that discussion's over. You're walking on my parade here. You should have brought that up when we had Skype.
As Steve would say, excuse me.
And as Tony Soprano would say, forget about it. Anyway.
I
Okay, we're going to take questions at the end. So your job, Danuta, is to remember your question. And the good thing about Google Voice is it's cross-platform, just like Skype. It works on your PC, it works on your Android, it works on any Apple iOS system. And as I mentioned, phone calls are free from USA and Canada. And if you want to, you can have Google port your existing telephone number. Let's say you've got your number here in Deerfield Beach and you would like to get rid of the phone company. You can say to AT&T or whoever you have, tell Google to port my number to Google. They have a one-time charge of $20. That in other words, today you own your phone number. If you have a cell phone or you have a hard-wired number, you own that number. It's yours. And you can give it to anybody to use for incoming calls. So you can take that number from AT&T, move it over to Google, and now you've got a free telephone, and then you can tell AT&T, it's been nice, it's been real, but it hadn't been real nice. Goodbye. So anyway, next slide, please.